What better way to showcase Mechwarrior 5 Clans' ability to really tailor your mechs like you want to by running a Hellbringer with an SRM brawling build. Hi friends, I'm TTB, welcome back to Clan Engineering. You guys have been asking me a lot for SRM builds, and I thought to myself, well, there's a lot of mechs that come to mind just running SRMs, but why not make a point? Why not try to use a mech that's known for A, having very poor armor, and B, more longer range combat, like the Hellbringer right here, and use that for some nice SRM6 Artemis action, triple SRM6 Artemis, plus 3 medium pulse lasers. Nice and high DPS build, close range brawler with enough armor to be better than some assault mechs. It's gonna be fun. Let's head on over to the mech lab. Here we are, guys, in our mech lab with our beautiful Hellbringer in the, once again, Raider paint job. Black, white, and red. I just think it looks gorgeous. But you guys are here for the loadout, so let's jump into the loadout screen and I will take you through the build piece by piece in as much detail as I possibly can. Let us start with the center torso component. I've chosen the center torso from the Prime variant right here, and if we click on the available options, you can see that there are a lot of options available. However, the Prime variant gets some extra armor, and since we know that the Hellbringer is kind of a paper mech, I don't know why Clan Jade Falcon likes it so much, but yeah, this is the most armor that we can get on our center torso, and you will be putting in not only 1 ton of extra armor, now we're putting 2 tons in with 2 standard armor pods, each at 1 ton each, getting this thing to a front armor of 80, which is more than doubling the standard. Then, for the head component, we are going to be choosing the Bravo Omnipod. It's not a problem if you have the Prime head or the Alpha head. You would choose the Prime head if you only have the Prime head, but I like the Bravo head because it gets some extra armor, 27 over 22 or 18 respectively. No need to put anything in there, just so we have our cockpit a little bit more armored up. You're gonna have the Bravo component anyways, because you're gonna unlock 2 variants next to the Prime for this build. You're gonna unlock the Bravo variant, and you're gonna unlock the Alpha variant. You need the left torso from the Alpha variant, and you need the right torso, the head component, from the Bravo variant. Let's jump into our torsos real quick. I already said we need the Bravo right torso, because this one has 2 missile hard mounts. We put 2 SRM6 Artemis, plus 3 tons of ammo, and 2 armor pods, getting us up to 74 armor, and we also still have 1 slot available in case we would need it later on. Then on the left torso, this is from the Hellbringer Alpha Omnipod set, and remember guys, you can just choose an Omnipod for a certain location. You do not have to use a full Omnipod set, because a lot of people don't seem to realize that yes, you can choose a predetermined Omnipod set, but you can mix and match Omnipods. You can take the Alpha right torso and the Bravo left torso, and the Charlie head component is not a problem. It's a mix and match system, right? Okay, so we're taking the Alpha left torso because that's the only left torso that allows us to put some missiles in. SRM6 Artemis, 3 tons of ammo, 2 standard armor pods, 1 ton each, and a double heatsink, 88 front armor on that side torso. Once again, since we have less weapons and less capacity for weapons in that side torso, we get a little bit extra armor from the game. Then we've got the right arm from the Prime variant. I've got 1 medium pulse laser in there and a half-ton standard armor pod. On the left arm, we have 2 medium pulse lasers from the Hellbringer Alpha and another half-ton standard armor pod. So 2 parts from the Alpha, 2 parts from the Bravo. Then on the legs, I hope I said that earlier correctly, because if I didn't, now I did. On the legs, we just add a half-ton standard armor pod on each leg, and that is basically it. There is no other leg that would make any sense here except for the Prime, because once again, the Prime leg for some reason has a little bit of extra armor on it. Other than that, your mech is going to be finished, and let's have a look at the damage numbers. We're doing 64 damage alpha strikes currently with this build. I reduced 20 in total because we have 2 heavy lower arms at 10 damage per shot or hit each. That of course we can't calculate in because you won't be boxing with every shot. And we're going to have, of course, a DPS of almost 23, which is super respectable for a 65 tonner, and on top of that, 542 armor. What does 542 armor mean? Well, let's put it like this. A out-of-the-box Direwolf is at 677, and out-of-the-box Executioner is at 557. Gargoyle, less than 500. So, we bumped up our Hellbringer from 324 standard armor to a whopping 542. So basically, we added another nice, 50%, 60% armor on top. Made this thing super tanky and able to resist a lot more damage that you normally could. And that means, of course, that you can go in and brawl. Because, like I always say, guys, in this game, you're gonna go up against a lot of enemies, and those enemies are built to do more damage the closer they get to you. Yeah? At long range, yeah, they might have PPCs and maybe some LRMs, but then as soon as they get like within 300 meters and below, you'll see lots of medium lasers, SRMs coming in, machine guns coming in, all of that stuff, and that adds up and will damage you a lot more than if you take them down long range. So if you're building a brawler, I feel you need to invest in actually adding quite a bit of armor and also, of course, having enough DPS to deal with everything. A build variant that I will give you guys, in case you want to try it, is a couple of options you can do. You can drop the SRM 6 Artemis to a normal SRM 6. That will free up 1 ton per launcher, so 3 tons in total. These 3 tons could go into 3 double heat sinks, making you a lot more heat efficient. That's one choice that you can make. The other choice that you can make is you can also take the medium pulse lasers, turn these into ER medium lasers, and then use that tonnage to maybe even armor up the side torsos a little bit more, or add even more double heat sinks. So you're gonna bring your DPS down from 22.5 down to maybe like a 19 to 20, but you're gonna have a lot more cooling and a lot more sustained fighting power. So that is also an option if you don't want to go with the medium pulse lasers, but also give you a little bit more range on the lasers as well. So these are options for you guys. Whichever you choose, of course, is always up to you. As far as who's piloting this mech is concerned, well, you got a couple of options. I would say Jade, really good choice. Missile cooldown, energy range, that fits perfectly. Funnily enough, somebody like Naomi would be a good choice with a missile range and missile spread as well. Or somebody like Richie, energy range and missile range, of course, also a really good pilot for that. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the simulator and go to our training mission. And by the way, guys, this is something that a couple of people have been asking, like, I should show this in actual missions. I find the training mission is really nice to showcase exactly what kind of damage this mech can do, or a concise amount of targets without having to run around and waste your time too much. But if you guys prefer me showing these builds in normal missions, let me know. I'm gonna have a sticky post on this video right down there, and the voting will be pretty simple. It's gonna be thumbs up, show it in the training mission, and thumbs down, show it in an actual mission. So go ahead, not on the video, on the sticky comment below the video. Thumbs up is gonna be I should showcase the build in the training mission. Thumbs down is gonna be showcase the build in an actual mission. Now, let's move our dire whale lens somewhere else, and let's go ahead and find a couple of targets. Of course, you want to set up your weapon systems correctly. My recommendation is something like this, right? Chainfire SRM6, 1 button for all SRM6 Artemis, 1 button for the medium pulse lasers, easy peasy. The SRM6, especially like at shorter ranges, it's a brawling weapon, so let's say 100 meters range, right? A Locust, if it's standing still or just running, like just switching its position, it's gonna be a one hit, it's just gonna instantly die. Centurion might live 2 shots, let's see. Got lucky. If you manage to hit more SRMs on the CT directly, you're gonna kill him outright, and that's the problem a little bit with the SRM Artemis. I find the SRM Artemis spread is a little bit too much, so if you shoot him from here, also barely survives. Let's see if it happens if I shoot him a little bit lower. We're sciencing stuff here a little bit. Let's see if we shoot him in the gut. Nope. Same story. Okay. So, turns out Centurion barely lives 2 shots. But let's go ahead and go to 270 meters, which is our optimal range for the SRM Artemis. By the way, this stuff will still hit at extreme range. It's just, let's see if it hits this Atlas, actually. A little bit low. Yeah, so we can still do some damage at ranges over that, but A, it's super hard to hit, B, the damage is going to be minuscule, so I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, let's say 270 meters for our SRM-6 Artemis. This is not researched, I believe. Alright, let's test this at 270 meters on our Centurion and see what happens. And as you can see, there's still some pretty good convergence actually. We still kill it in 2 shots. Let's see what happens on the Locust, slightly over minimum range, slightly over maximum range, sorry. We'll still kill it, so that is a good piece of information for us. 360 on the Marauder. That is still respectable damage. I think you can still shoot this at 360. Just keep in mind that you're not going to be doing full damage, but yeah, you're still doing respectable damage, and the SRMs are not generating too much heat, so that should be fine. Just gotta keep an eye on your ammo. And when you're starting the mission, you're gonna have 900 missiles, and you think 6 tons of ammo for 3 launches is enough, but you might actually get a little bit of problems. So if you find yourself going low on ammo, then switching to ER mediums, for example, and then using the extra tonnage that you free to get maybe 2 more tons of ammo on the double heatsink, for example, could be a nice idea. Now let's still do away with this Marauder here real quick. Let's see how many shots we need for the fresh Marauder. I'm guessing 3 probably is realistic. Let's see. Especially on the Marauder, we'll see if I can hit the CT correctly. But yeah, it's gonna be 3. Just because of the awkward form of the CT, that's hard to hit for SRMs. The Atlas should be a more interesting target here for us. It's 200 meters distance. I'm gonna be shooting straight CT, and we'll see how long it takes us. So 3 salvos, basically, to take down the Atlas. But still, economy on our SRMs is not bad. The heat development is not bad. And it is a build that can go in there and brawl and just keep the DPS up in its quick salvos. So if you're somebody who enjoys brawling, getting close and personal in this game, this is definitely a bit, I would say, that you can have fun with. Just gotta keep an eye on the ammo and make sure that your shots count. And like I said, worst case scenario, if you have trouble with the ammo, is just go ahead and change it to different lasers, and that will allow you to bring a lot more missiles to bear, because this is right now with the update, the number 2, which means that we actually have extra ammo per ton. 150 rounds per ton. We've got 6 tons, so our ammo, if we fill this up with an ammo case right here, is gonna be 900. Right? Yeah, 900 rounds. So no problem. There you have it, guys. You let me know how this one turns out for you. I wanted to try something different. I hope you guys appreciate that. Normally don't think of a Hellbringer as a brawler, but yeah, let me know how you enjoy my little brawl bringer. That was definitely one of the more odd builds that I've done on this game so far, but you know what? It has been a lot of fun still. At this point, of course, I would like to say thank you so much to all my amazing supporters. Guys, I literally couldn't do this without them. And if you are not a supporter yet and would like to say thanks for the videos, then please have a look at the video description. You'll find links to my Patreon, my merch store, all the hardware that I'm currently using that you can get on Amazon, or of course you can become a channel member or some super thanks right here on YouTube. Thank you.